Hey my friend, I am about to show you the number one, the best exercise for max calorie burn. So if you're trying to transform your body, lose fat, lose weight, this is gonna be an exercise you wanna make sure you do. Now, before I teach you exactly what it is and how to do it and what to do if this hurts or that hurts, if you want my team and I to help you transform your body, go to votedbestgym.com, try a session for free, have our team help us, let's talk about your goals, and let us show you what we do, votedbestgym.com. So here it is, what is the number one exercise for max calorie burn? If you really want to rev up that metabolism, trust me, it's not going to be the elliptical, it is not going to be the treadmill, it is not going to be the Stairmaster or the jump rope. There's one particular exercise that requires no equipment, but most people do it wrong or don't do it because they don't know how to do it or it's tough. So I'm gonna show you exactly what it is. By the way, if you can guess what it is already, post a comment, and if you get the right answer, if you're the first person to get the right answer, then I'll share a prize with you, okay? But you gotta be the first person, all right? So what is this exercise? Look, I've had thousands of people do this exercise, and it's very common to hear, well, yes, this is a great exercise, but my shoulders hurt, or my knee hurts, or my lower back hurts, or so-and-so told me not to do it because I'm gonna injure myself, right? So I'm gonna show you exactly the proper way to do it and what modifications you can do if something is hurting, all right? So let's get down to business. The exercise I'm talking about, you've seen it before. It's called burpees. Now, most people do this wrong. I'm gonna show it from the side too. Actually, let me just tell you what most people do wrong and why your shoulders are hurting, why your knees are hurting, and why your lower back is hurting and you're not getting the most out of it, okay? I'm gonna teach you also how to make it more efficient so that you can get more done in less time, this leading to a max calorie burn. Now, the reason why this is way more effective than a cardio machine is because the cardio machine, you're just doing cardio. Here, you're doing a cardio, an explosive cardio move, but guess what? You're also activating muscles from head to toe. Upper body muscles, core muscles, lower body muscles at the same time that you're revving up your heart rate to burn more calories. So it's just more effective. It gives you more bang for your buck. So if your shoulders are hurting, this is why. I see a lot of people, let me show you from the front first, go wide right here and with their elbows out. So you wouldn't do a push-up like this because when your elbows are out, your shoulders are in a dangerous position, are in a high risk of injury position, right? So that's one of the mistakes that I've seen many people make that I don't want you to do. I had this client who was like super serious about, I want to lose this weight, I want to implement this exercise. By the way, this is one of the million of exercises we use. So if you want to learn all the exercises, if you want my team and I to help you, go to Voted Best Gym. We'll help you for free for the first session. Let's figure out if we're a good fit for each other. But again, you don't want the elbows out because anytime you're out here, your rotator cuff is in danger. So the tweak right there is when you're in this down position, you want to have your hands a little bit closer, a little bit narrow on your hands, not too way out, not all the way out. You want to have more about a shoulder width. Sometimes for some people, even inside shoulder width. And then instead of having the elbows out, what we're gonna do is we're gonna bring him at least 45 degrees in, and sometimes even all the way in to the stomach, okay? Now, when that happens, when I go from here to here, my shoulder is in a safe position, okay? Because my shoulder's not taking all the weight, all of my body weight up here. I'm distributing all of my weight in a safer position. I'm using my chest, I'm using my shoulder, I'm using my triceps, and I have leverage from the back muscle right here to stay in that position. So less tension will go directly to the shoulder joint, which is exactly what we want. So that's part one. Now, a lot of times I hear, well, my knees are hurting. And it's exactly because of what I'm doing here. You wouldn't squat like this on your toes with a narrow stance and your knees like a foot ahead of your toe. That is the recipe for disaster for your knees, right? Because you're overextending this joint and you're putting a lot of pressure right here on the knee. So what you want to do is, if you wouldn't squat like this, why would you do this, right? A lot of people do this. They fix the arms, or actually they have the arms out, and then when they do the burpee, they bring their feet together in here on their toes, and the knees are way up in front. That is putting most of the weight on the knees, not on the quads, not on the thighs, not on the butt, which is what we would want if you want to transform your body, right? So that's one of the mistakes that we need to fix. The way we fix this portion of the movement is we're gonna go into a squat stance. So instead of going, and I mean a proper squat stance, which will be wider. Whoa, see, I'm losing my balance here. It would be wider. The whole foot would be on the floor. I wouldn't be on my toes. And I would have slightly out. Now my knees are gonna follow this lines right here. There's an imaginary line that you need to imagine, right? With your toes, and you want your knees to follow exactly that line, that pattern. So when you do that, when you're in that proper squat position, you're transferring all of the tension to your butt, to your thighs, to your leg muscles, not on the knee. The knee is gonna be aligned with the toe, so it's gonna be in a safe position, right? So that's gonna be the proper way to do it. Now, some other people complain about lower back. So if your lower back is hurting, chances are is you're not keeping a tight core, and maybe you're rounding your back. So a lot of times the mistake is they round their back, then they drop here, and then they arch the back, and then they go down, right? Let me show you from the front. So they'll round their back, okay, and then that means the core's not activated. Then they'll drop the hips and overextend, arch the back, and then they'll lower their upper body. That's why your lower back is hurting, because your lower back's being put in a vulnerable position without your core protecting it. So the way you want to fix that is real simple. You always want to keep your chest up. Even when you're going down, you're not going to round like this. Your chest is going to be up. See the difference from this to this, from this to this. And you're not going to drop your hips and arch right here. Okay, this is not missionary style. So what you want to do is keep a straight line from your head to your heels, or as straight as you can get it, right? You might not get perfectly straight, but you want to stay in line and see in order to do that, your core is completely activated, therefore your back is protected. When you go down, your whole body is going to go down, not your hips, and then down. So if you can't do that, if that's too hard for you to get in the push-up position, no worries. We work with all kinds of fitness levels, from beginners to advanced. So if you want our team to help you, go to votedbestgym.com. But here's no problem. You can go down to your knees, okay? So when you go down here, chest up, squat position, and you can go down to your knees and then do a knee push-up. But what I don't want you to do is this. I don't want you to drop your back like this, because that's when you're gonna hurt your lower back, right? So you can, by all means, go on your knees and do a knee push-up, and even go one step at a time if that's what we need to do, okay? And we've worked with people that are 5 pounds overweight all the way up to 200, 300 pounds overweight. So there's a way to do it as long as you want to do it and you have the right guidance, right? If you want the right guidance, then my team and I are here for you. Go to votedbestgym.com, try it out for free, see what we're about, and see if we work together. Okay, so we covered how to prevent the shoulder pain, how to prevent the knee pain, how to prevent the lower back pain. So this is how you would want to do the exercise. In order to be more effective, speed up results, be able to get more reps in less time without aggravating those joints. And by doing that, you're able to do more, meaning you're going to burn more fat, burn more calories. So here's exactly how this would look like. Remember, chest up, not too wide on the arms because we don't want the elbows out. So chest up, we're going to go down, hands on the floor, shoulder width or around. The elbows are not going to be up on a squat stance, meaning I'm not on a narrow stance here like a lot of people go. Okay, so instead of go wide arms, narrow legs, flip that. Okay, you'll go narrow arms, wide legs. Okay, so there's your squat position. Narrow on the arms. See how my knees are following my toes, they're aligned. And I can feel right there my inner thighs, my quads, my butt, all of my thighs working. I don't feel anything on the knee. From here, straight body, go down. Remember, I'm not out here, I'm in here. From here, big mistake, right? Hurting the knee. So instead, I'm gonna bring it on a squat stance. Wide, and then from there, I'm gonna jump. See, no problem with any of the joints. Now I'm gonna show it from the side. So chest up, squat stance from here, in between the legs. Now you do 10 of those, 100 of those, whatever you do, doing them at an interval, you're not just working your cardio, you're working, your legs are gonna burn, your chest is gonna burn your shoulders, your triceps. And again, work at your level. Maybe you can go faster, jump all the way up and explosive. Maybe you need to slow it down, no problem. We have many ways we can modify this. You can even go one step at a time if you're beginning. So you'll start, step one is a squat, okay? Squat, hands. You can go one leg at a time. If you can do the push-up, you'll do the push-up. If you can't, you can do a knee push-up. Just remember, don't drop your hips. And then from there, once you come up, you can do one leg, other leg, squat stance, and up. Later on, you can add the jump, or you can speed up the process. You can go one leg, second leg, knees, chest, bring it up again, right? After that, you can start going both legs at a time with a jump. As you start getting better, you can make it more smooth, more of a one motion, so you'll get down. As you squat, hands to the ground. As you get your legs back, you go into the push-up, squat stance, jump. So that's the proper way to do it. Some people will still prefer to go with the legs in. Guess what? You're just gonna, over time, sooner or later, see, I'm out of breath already. Sooner or later, you're gonna start hurting your knees. So remember, keep those arms in, wider legs, which is the opposite of what you're gonna see. Most people do, that's one of the mistakes. And that's why it's important to work with a coach that knows how to do it properly so that you can get faster results and so that you don't get hurt, right? Arms in, legs out, make sure your knees are aligned with the toes. When you jump back, don't drop your butt, all right? Keep a straight line from head to toe, from the heels to the toe. Don't arch your back going down, then get back up and explosive with a jump. Now this is just one of the many exercises that you can do, all right? Whew, see, I'm out of breath. You don't have to do that many. And I've been working out for a long time. So it's also harder when you're doing it and talking. But anyway, regardless of your fitness levels, give this a try. Whether you're beginner, advanced, intermediate, you haven't worked out in 20 years or ever, hey, guess what? We've worked with all of those type of clients. Matter of fact, 99.999 of our clients start from zero. They let themselves go after they graduated high school or after they got married or after they got kids, and they put themselves on the back burner because they've been taking care of everyone else. And by the way, my hat's off to you. If you're taking care of somebody else, if you're responsible for kids, spouse, work, business, whatever, I totally understand that, I respect that, but remember this one thing. If you're not at your 100%, if you don't take care of you, you can't give others 100%. So I want you to make at least 30 minutes for you. Find a time, and it's like a meeting. You cannot cancel it. You will get fired if you miss it, right? You will lose the client if you miss it. Just remember, the 30-minute meeting with yourself to improve yourself. It doesn't matter where you start. What matters is that you start and then you stick with it, all right? That's why I want to give you a gift. I want to give you a free trainer-led workout, 30 minutes. Everything is guided. See if you like it. It's on me. Just go to votedbestgym.com. Give it a shot. If you like it, if you love it, if we're a good fit for each other, then you can become a client. If you don't love it, if you're like, no, this is not for me, hey, no problem, no pressure. We part as friends. At least you got a free workout and you got closer to your goals, right? What matters is that you take the step. I want you to take the first step. You don't have to know everything. I don't want you to stay overwhelmed. I don't want you to stay intimidated. I don't want you to keep making excuses or putting it off because you're embarrassed or you're thinking, well, what if they judge me? What if I look dumb? What if there's more fit people there than me and I feel out of place? Look, I felt all those things when I started. And that's why we take pride in our business to be very welcoming, to work with your fitness level, whether you've been working out for 10 years or you haven't worked out in 10 years, or you've worked out on and off. We want to make sure that we give you the results that you're looking for and give you the experience that you're looking for, right? So I want to make sure you give this a try. Don't let that fear of the unknown keep you from being the best version of you. Don't let that fear keep you from being proud of yourself, from feeling great, from looking great, from having all the energy you need to be around those kids, to be chasing them, to have energy to be more effective at work, right? To be able to be more productive so that you're not so stressed. And look, if there's one thing that I've learned is there's one area in your life that you can influence, that you can impact, and it will influence every other area of your life. If you improve you, if you look and feel better, if you're in better shape, you're gonna have more energy, all right? You're gonna have more confidence. You're gonna be more positive. You're gonna have those endorphins. Guess what that's gonna do? Will that make you a better parent or a worse parent? Will that make you a better employee or a worse employee? A better employer or a worse employer? A better spouse or a worse spouse? Look, it's obvious. There's a ripple effect. This will make every single area of your life better, and it only takes a little tiny piece of your day. 30 minutes. Can I get your commitment that you will give yourself 30 minutes a day? If I can, I would be honored to help you. Have my team and I help you. Go to votedbestgym.com. By the way, if you're watching this and you're like, well, I'm already into fitness, I love this, I don't need your help. Hey, maybe you want to join the team. We're hiring trainers, we're hiring salespeople, administrators, we're hiring managers, everything. Every position in our business is open right now. We're about to grow and expand, and we want to reach more lives. Our goal is to change 1 million lives, so we need you. If you love fitness, if you love helping people, and you would love to get paid to do it, go to votedbestgym.com and learn more about what we're doing. And let me know if you're going to give this a try. This burpees is the most effective exercise for max calorie burn. It doesn't take you a lot of time. You don't need to do 2 hours of this, trust me. This is just one exercise. You do it for a few minutes or you pepper it throughout your workout. It'll be unbelievable, the results that you're gonna see, all right? I'll talk to you next time. If this helped you, please share it with a friend.